Welcome to Trending. I'm Andrea Tanteros. The topic this week, could you be vulnerable to getting hacked like so many Hollywood celebrities? We have one of the greatest experts, I think, right here in New York City joining us today, Ivan Drucker, CEO of Ivan Expert, www.com Ivan Expert, if you want more information. You know, we cover all of these topics, foreign affairs, ISIS, terrorists, but I find that most of my online followers are concerned with getting hacked this week. I mean, they think that's really the threat to their security. Should they be worried?
Yes, actually they should, but they shouldn't panic. They should protect themselves, which is absolutely possible to do. But yeah, this isn't just something for celebrities because they're or other high-profile individuals. You know, we have lives that we live in the cloud now. If it's on your computer, if it's on your phone, it's in the cloud, and that makes it potentially accessible to hackers if you don't take steps to protect yourself. But fortunately, that's possible.
You say hackers have the momentum, which I think is really scary, and you hit on something important. I think some people are thinking, well, I'm not Kate Upton. I'm not Kirsten Dunst. Why would anyone want to hack into what my phone has? And we giggle about nude photos, but what if it's your credit card information? What if it's your banking information? Then it becomes a really serious issue.
Absolutely. And so, sure, you'd never think that, oh, the spreadsheets you make for, you know, your finances at home or your kids' schedules or, you know, whatever it is that's really private to you. You know, we all have a right to privacy, and we potentially risk it when you know, we use these devices.
Ivan, tell us what we can do to prevent not just getting hacked, but I think a lot of people are concerned. We saw the news this week with Home Depot. I mean, it's a good thing I'm not very handy because I don't shop at Home Depot, but shop at Neiman Marcus, shop at some of these other companies. If they're vulnerable to getting hacked, I feel like I'm a sitting duck. What are some steps that I can take and we can take to prevent that?
Sure. I mean, that is absolutely the right question to be asking right now. And so the first thing is on important accounts, the ones you use all the time, like your Apple accounts, your Google account, your Yahoo account. There's something called two-step authentication, which I can explain more if you want. But that's something you enable in the account. And what it makes it is so that it's not possible to log into the account from a new computer without a code that gets sent to your phone. So you have to have your phone with you in order to be able to log in.
Two-step authentication.
That's right.
Where do I go for that? Is that in settings?
It's going to be in the settings. You can't do it right on the phone yet. Apple is going to be introducing that in the next version soon. Okay,
good tip.
Yeah. But you can log in to like iCloud.com or Google.com, whatever account's important to you, and set it in the settings there on a computer.
That's great advice. I do have that set up for Gmail, but I will do that for Apple. Tip 2.
So what I strongly recommend is not reusing the same password in more than one place. So you're probably thinking when I say that, like, how am I ever going to possibly keep track of everything then? But this is actually what we at Ivan Expert have done for many of our clients this year. I mean, we've really sort of transformed into a security and privacy company for individuals where you use a different password on every website. It's a long, complex, not a password that you remember. We're kind of past the point of just remembering passwords because it's just like having a lock that you can get in with a credit card. It's, you know, so if one of these accounts gets hacked and they get your password, then it doesn't mean they have the keys to the kingdom in all the other websites. To keep track of everything, there's password manager software. Some popular ones are 1Password and LastPass and Dashlane. Those are 3 of the big ones. We like 1Password. They're really inexpensive. They keep track of everything and make it really easy to have all these different complex passwords in multiple places without it getting in your way.
I heard a tip that you should just write your favorite song lyric down with no spaces and then a couple numbers. But you said that's not the way to go. Really, it has to be password manager software. That's the future.
That's where it's at, in my opinion, yes.
Great tip. Number 3.
Number 3 is a really simple one, but everybody uses a mobile device. A lot of people don't put a lock code on their mobile device. It's absolutely something that you have to do. Otherwise, all you have to do is put it down once, lose it, or, as in the case of the hacking scandal from, I guess it was a few weeks ago, somebody else, if they could break into your iCloud account, can lock your phone and ransom it back to you.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened.
Wow.
I know. So if nothing else, if you've got your phone in your hand right now, you should, turn on the lock.
I have
If
a
you-
password
if
on
not-
one. I don't have this on the Apple phone, and I
right.
lost it once, and someone was able to return it to me because I didn't have a passcode on it.
So, since you mentioned that, Apple has thought that through, and you could log into your iCloud account and even on a locked phone send a message when you've lost it so someone would see it. If found, please call.
Okay, didn't know that.
Yeah.
You have been tremendously helpful.
Well,
Ivan Drucker.
that's what I strive to do. Thank you.
IvanExpert.com if you want more information. And of course, you can go to your website and maybe find the
Absolutely.
tips and manager software you mentioned. Ivan, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Andrea.
Thank you for watching Trending This Week. I'm Andrea Tanteros.